So we are in Aspendos. It's a Roman era theatre.
Aspendos Amphitheatre. This amphitheatre is from the 2nd century, but almost like 500 years before, Alexander the Great is coming to the Aspendos. He was preparing the attack to this city. But Aspendos people, they know that they don't have a power across to the Alexander the Great. They are making a committee from the old people. And they are going to the Alexander the Great and they're asking, forgive us and don't attack to our city. Alexander the Great is saying, okay, I will not attack to your city, but you will pay to me tax. What is this tax they were paying every year? Every year they were paying to Alexander the Great 4,000 horses and 30 talent gold. Every 1 talent is almost like 50 kilograms gold, ladies and gentlemen. For what they were using the amphitheaters, they are making the concert, theater, and gladiator battle, it was so famous. Gladius meaning was the short sword. Thor meaning was the master. Gladiator meaning was the short sword masters. They were actually the slaves. If you attack one of the enemy, you got their soldier as a slave. Some of the slaves, they were going to do mining. Probably, but in a few months they die because they were working under the sunlight 15, 16 hours. Some of the slaves, they are becoming a house slave. They are the luckiest one. They could look the children of the family. They could eat food. They could live longer. Some of the slaves, they were going to the gladiator school. They were saying this school as a ludus. In the Roman cities, there was also some of the cities, ludus, gladiator schools. Mostly 10 or 15 gladiators inside. They are giving the best food, train them a few months, after bringing them to the amphitheaters. The people, they were doing the bet. They are giving the money. If your gladiators won, you were earning the money. But unfortunately, they died the first 4-5 battles. They died. But if you didn't die the 4-5 battles, for example, if you won like 10 battles or 15 battles, they are giving you some awards. The best award was not the money, not the jewelry. The best award was become a free Rome citizen. So have a look here. Amphitheatre, tabula ansata. Which language was the formal language of the Roman Empire? It was Latin. Now just in Vatican they are using the Latin language. But even that time, even 2000 years before, the east side, Egypt and Turkey, they were speaking the antique Greece language. So this bridge was added 800 years before. The Selçukyan was added. The soldiers, they were waiting up to the bridge. Soldiers, they were waiting because they were using as a castle, like a watchtower. So if you look here, there's another gate. Have a look here. So this gate is also closed 800 years before. The Selçukyan is closed. And in summer, Antalya is very hot. What they were doing? Have a look at the top. So do you see here? Narrow. Here is wide. Here is narrow. Here is wide. Here is narrow. Here is wide. There was a wooden beams here. They are covering their roof with white tents, wooden beams. They are doing the shadow for the theater. Because there is no electricity, they are doing this concert theater under the sunlight. But Antalya is so hot, they are closing, covering. So, do you see the balcony? The law of the Zenon is here. And my guess, if you see the windows, there was a statues. The big Roman emperor statues was inside of these windows. Do you see the face here? Have a look here, there are the face. Drama, tragedia, commedia, they are symbolizing. And my guess, the big part of the acoustic was giving these tunnels. The 50% of the acoustic was giving these tunnels. If you will take them out, the acoustic will gone. And another reason of the acoustic is this seating parts. Yeah. It's like inclined. It's reflecting the sound waves. It's giving also the acoustic, another reason. And from down to up, there are the 95 steps. What is the capacity for 9,000 and 12,000 people? And if you look here, it's like a tower. This is this symbol, you see this symbol, have a look at the laser. This is the Selçukyan flag actually, the Turks. The Selçukyan army flag, it was like this. Because they did it like a tower, they were using a castle, like a watchtower. So if you look at this corner, it's like another tower, this corner, it's like another tower. Because the Turks, they were using as a castle, like a watchtower. The last restoration was here, 2014, they finished. So now I will give you the free time. After this, we will meet at the bus. In the bus now. 1200.
That's the statue of the lady the guide was mentioning about. So this theatre is still, it's a working theatre, and every week there are 2 shows that take place here. You can see there are lights and sound system. So it's still in use today. And concerts also take place over here. So Aspendos, it's the world's best preserved ancient theatre, and it is almost 2000 years old. And it used to look like this.